If you look at the door, there's a title that says "Drink and drive, and you might suffer the consequences." Yeah, and at the bottom there in the smaller text, this wheelchair was made from a wrecked car. The driver was drunk. Very creative, right? But if you look at the text, the smaller text at the top, the challenge, the smaller text, it says, "Drink driving is a serious problem among youths. They believe nothing can happen to them." That is what a lot of young people think, they are invincible. Help wanted to change the attitude by reminding youths that of a fate worse than death.
Yeah, my name is Peter Tan. I'm a senior trainer on disability equality training. DET is disability education, where we examine the barriers faced by disabled people in society, and we also explore the discrimination, the myths, misconception of disabled people. And at the end of the workshop, what we usually do is we'll get the participants to make a commitment to make changes in their workplace, in the environment that they are in, so that it will be more friendly to disabled people. I was looking for something to do, something meaningful in life, something that I can do with my experience in disability. I met a group of friends who had the same vision of making Malaysia more disabled friendly, more inclusive of disabled people.
In Malaysia generally we like to go for sales. Yeah? So this boy wants to go into the shop, but what happens? So when you look at this, I want you to see, I want you to discuss 1 minute, very fast, 1 minute. Yeah? Discuss where is disability, where is the location of the disability. And when you have finished, please come forward. I have a sticky tape here. I want you to stick on the screen to tell me where you think the disability is.
I was 18 years old. When you're 18 years old, you tend to be fearless and you think you're invisible. So I dived in the swimming pool at the shallow end. I went in head first, straight down. I could feel the impact, and then I felt my body flip over, and then there was nothing. It was very surreal. You look at their legs, and then it's there, but then it's like it's not part of your body anymore. With a broken neck, they should not move me too much. If not, they could have injured it more. So we took a flight down. I was admitted to KL GH. And then I think the most painful part of that time was when they put a thong, a metal bracket on my head, and they screwed it in without anesthesia. And my cousin was outside, he was with me. He could literally hear me scream every time they put the screw in. I think the only goal at that time was to walk again. Nothing else matters. So I exercise. At home, I spend a lot of time exercising. Because of those exercises, I injured my back, I injured my knee, and that was how hard I worked. So, but eventually, I came to realize that there was only so much I could improve. I tried, and for several months, there were no more improvement. I felt that that was it. I had reached what I wanted to achieve, and I could go on no more. There are a lot of places that I go that do not have a toilet, and if I can't go to the toilet to empty my bladder, and if I don't wear a diaper, then everything will be wet. So in a way, the diaper maintains my dignity in some ways. My mother was with me from the time I was in hospital until the time I was discharged, and even after that, she was there to help me, she was there to support me, up to the time she passed away. My mother had leukemia. When she discovered it, it was already stage 4, so I was 31. She survived for another 6 years. And when the illness became serious, she was bedridden, and I couldn't help her to do the things that she had to do like change diapers, sponge, or help her up from the bed. Those were things I could not do for her, and I felt that I had failed her in some ways. It took a long time for me to come to terms with that, to tell myself that you have done your best. But somehow during that time and the time after she passed away, I felt very sad, partly because of that also.
So have you identified a school that you're going to do? You have a school in mind, or? So your school, yeah, because when you do an action plan, you have to have a target. So you have to have a school. And what I like about most about this plan is that moving the class down from upstairs, it doesn't cost anything at all. Yeah, sometimes removing barriers don't have to cost you money at all. Yeah, you can just move the class down, and then a lot of problems will be solved.
If you are grieving for someone, grief. I think there's no time frame for how long you should be grieving. Like for me, those few months were very intense, but it took me a long time, maybe 3 or 4 years, to don't feel that strongly that sense of loss, that sense of guilt, that sense of sadness. And I just decided that I need to move on in life, whether I can walk or not. But eventually one will recover.